Good morning.
Good morning. Calling a meeting of the Public Facilities Commission. Before us today is the Public Facilities Department. Before I turn it over to TT, we'd like to welcome Donald Wright as our newest commissioner to the board. And with that, TT, you can take over.
Thank you, Commissioner Mamoli. Good morning, Commissioners. This meeting is being recorded and broadcast live. I'd like to note for the record, as Commissioner Mamoli has stated, that we have a new commissioner today, Commissioner Donald Wright. He was appointed by the mayor by letter to the city clerk's office on May 11, 2023, and was sworn in on May 22nd, 2023. We are very happy to have Commissioner Wright join us. I will now ask Colleen Daly, the PFC secretary, to take a roll call of the meeting participants. Colleen, if you would please conduct the roll call.
Thank you, TT. Please unmute your device and confirm your presence when I call your name, beginning roll call with the commission. Larry Mamoli, Commissioner.
Present.
Donald Wright, Commissioner.
Present.
TT Lee, Legal Advisor.
Present.
Catherine Pendleton, Article Clerk.
Present.
And with PFD, Carlton Jones, Deputy Director.
Present.
Tom Kosmowski, Senior Project Manager.
Present.
Pat Mulvey-Welsh, Assistant Director of Construction.
Present.
Robertson Castro, Senior Project Manager.
Present.
Alistair Lux, Project Manager 2.
Present.
I'll read for the record the remainder of the individuals in attendance. Attendees do not need to unmute their device when I call their name. Elizabeth Feltner, Paralegal. Marquise Mecca, Assistant Director for Construction. Evan Brinkman, Assistant Director for Operations and Design. And this concludes roll call. Thank you.
Thank you, Colleen. We are starting this morning with the Public Facilities Department. We have Carlton Jones, Deputy Director for PFD. PFD has 5 vote requests on the agenda for today. Vote number 1 is being presented by Tom Kosmowski, Senior Project Manager with PFD. Vote 1 is a request for amendment to the vote of January 13, 2021, regarding a contract with Jones Architecture Incorporated to provide architectural design and construction administration services associated with the Up Academy Unit and Ventilator Replacement Project. The request is for an increase of $68,120 to the contract amount. Tom, if you please present vote number 1.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm here to request an amendment to the Professional Design and Construction Administration Service Contract with Jones Architects, Inc. for the Up Academy Unit Ventilator Replacement Project. The Public Facilities Department is managing the design and construction of the project, which is located at 35 Westfield Street, Dorchester, Mass. On January 13, 2021, Jones Architecture was approved for the contract award to provide design and construction administration services for the project, which included the replacement of the unit ventilators, fan coil units, controls, and associated building repairs. Jones Architecture contract was amended by PFD's director under a delegation of authority on July 8, 2022. And now the reasons for this amendment vote. The original scope of work included the removal of water fountains, which were tied into the unit vent systems. To support DPS's commitment on water quality, this project, instead of replacing the water fountains, will be installing bottle filling stations located throughout the school. These additional services reflect the design, engineering, and construction administration services needed to upgrade the water fountains to bottle filling stations. This amendment will also cover asbestos monitoring services for the entire project. Can you please direct your attention to the PowerPoint slides? So this first slide just depicts the existing conditions of the majority of all of the unit ventilators. Next slide, please. This next slide displays how the water fountains are tied into the unit ventilator systems. Next slide, please. In this location, this just shows the locations of one of the bottle filling stations that will be installed. In conclusion, I am seeking the PFC's approval to amend the Professional Design and Construction Administration Services contract with Jones Architecture, Inc. for the reasons presented, which are also noted in the project background memorandum submitted with this vote request. I welcome the opportunity to answer any questions you may have, and I thank you for your time and consideration.
I have no questions. Commissioner Wright, any questions?
No questions, Commissioner.
Do we have a motion to approve?
I should second the motion.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Vote number 1 is hereby approved. Vote number 2 is being presented by Pat Mulvey-Welsh, Assistant Director of Construction with PFD. Vote 2 is a request for contract award to Gale Associates Incorporated to provide architectural design and construction administration services associated with the Northampton Square Garage project located at 35 Northampton Street in Southend. The contract price is recommended at $135,600. The contract price is recommended at $135,600. Pat, if you please present vote number 2, please.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm here to request a vote for approval to award a professional design and construction administration services contract to Gale Associates, Inc. for the Northampton Square Garage project. The Public Facilities Department is managing the design and construction of the project, which is located at 35 Northampton Street in the South End. In addition, PFD is working with the Boston Public Health Commission to timely deliver the design service for this project within 110 weeks of the contract's execution date. The scope of design services consists of designing the removal of delaminating concrete and deteriorated reinforcing steel, installation of new concrete and reinforcing steel in place of what was removed, replacement of existing area drains and piping, replacement of lighting fixtures, and installation of a new traffic coating. If I may direct your attention to the PowerPoint slides for this project. On the left of this first slide is a photograph of the typical garage parking level. To the right, you will see a typical deck fall from the water and salts from above coming through. Next slide, please. To the left of this slide, you will see a typical delamination of the concrete and rusting reinforcing steel on the concrete beams that support the decks above. And to the right, you will see an area of deteriorated concrete in the plaza deck above, allowing water to penetrate through to the garage below. The city publicly advertised for professional design services through a request for qualifications process pursuant to Mass General Laws, Chapter 7C. The advertisement was submitted to the city's small local business enterprise office for distribution and notice on its listserv and for publication in the City Record and the Boston Globe on January 23rd. Additionally, the advertisement appeared in the Massachusetts Secretary of State Central Register weekly posting on February 1st, 2023. In response to the RFQ, 2 firms submitted statement of qualifications for the project on February 23rd. A selection committee comprised of 4 people with experience in design, planning, and construction from the City of Boston Public Facilities Department and the Boston Public Health Commission reviewed the qualifications of each firm on March 22nd, 2023, using the defined criteria in the RFQ. On March 22nd, 2023, 2 firms were shortlisted by the selection committee, and Gale Associates, Inc. was recommended as the top firm due to its team's experience with previous work for BPHC on this garage and their overall experience with concrete repair for parking garages as well as building envelope repairs on Mass General Laws, Chapter 149, Public Construction Projects. DHK Architects is a state-certified MBE and will serve as an architectural sub-consultant to Gale Associates, Inc. on the project. In accordance with the RFQ's guidelines for design fee calculation, PFD and Gale Associates, Inc. negotiated a design fee not to exceed $135,600. The design fee is based on the designer's scope of work and an estimated construction cost of $5 million for the project. In conclusion, I am seeking the Public Facility Commission's approval to award a professional design and construction administration services contract to Gale Associates, Inc. I am here to answer any questions you may have. Thank you for your time and consideration.
No questions. Actually, good recommendation on Gale. We just finished our own garage project, and actually the coatings and water penetration are a key item, and Gale has a lot of experience in that. Commissioner Wright, any questions?
No questions at this time, Commissioner.
Motion to approve?
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Vote number 2 is hereby approved. Vote number 3 is being presented by Robertson Castor, Senior Project Manager with PFD. This is a request for contract award to Util Incorporated to provide architectural design and construction administration services associated with the Dorchester Community Center project. The contract price is recommended at $5,191,588. Robertson, if you would please present vote number 3.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm here to request a vote for approval to award a professional design and construction administration services contract to Util Inc. for the Dorchester Community Center project. The Public Facilities Department is managing the design and construction of the project, which is located at 4048 Geneva Avenue in Dorchester. In addition, PFD is working with Boston Center for Youth and Families to timely deliver the design services for this project within 156 weeks of the contract's execution date. The scope of design services consists of design development, construction document development, cost estimating, and construction administration services for the construction of a new 50,000 square foot community center. If I may direct your attention to the PowerPoint slides for this project. First slide depicts an aerial view of the project site facing towards the Grove Hall Mecca Shopping Center to the top right, and the Burke High School and Grove Hall Grove Hall Library to the left, top left. Next slide, please. The second slide depicts a street view of the project site facing towards from Normandy Street, facing the Grove Hall Library and Burke High School. Next slide, please. The third slide shows another aerial shot facing the neighboring homes behind the site on Old Fields Road. Next slide, please. The fourth slide provides a concept rendering of the completed project in that same orientation as slide number 3, from Geneva Ave looking towards Old Fields Road. Thank you. The city publicly advertised for professional design services through a request for qualifications process pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 7C. The advertisement was submitted to the city's small local business enterprise office for distribution and notice on its listserv, and for publication in the City Record and the Boston Globe on January 23rd, 2023. Additionally, the advertisement appeared in the Massachusetts Secretary of State's Central Register weekly posting on January 25th, 2023. In response to the RFQ, 7 firms submitted statement of qualifications for the project on February 21, 2023. A selection committee comprised of 5 people with experience in design, planning, and construction from the City of Boston Public Facilities Department and Boston Centers for Youth and Families reviewed the qualifications of each firm on March 2nd, 2023, using the defined criteria in the RFQ. On April 6, 2023, 4 firms were shortlisted for interviews by the committee. After the interviews were done on April 26, 2023, Util Inc. was recommended as the top design firm due to its team's experience with the community during the feasibility study for this project, and glowing reviews regarding their performance on recent Mass General Law Chapter 149 public construction projects with PFD. Also, Ground Inc. and Semiotis are state certified as women business-owned enterprises. Ground Inc. will serve as the landscape architect sub-consultant, and Semiotis will serve as the civil engineering sub-consultant on this project. RSC Associates is a minority-owned business and will serve as the structural engineering sub-consultant to Util Inc. on this project. In accordance with the RFQ's guidelines for design fee calculation, PFD and Util Incorporated negotiated the design fee to not exceed $5,191,588, including $2,000,000 $52,303 for additional services. The design fee is based on an estimated construction cost of $50 million for the project. In conclusion, I am seeking the Public Facilities Commission's approval to award a professional design and construction administration services contract to UTL, Inc. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Sounds like a great project, hopefully moving forward. No other questions. Commissioner Wright?
I echo that, Commissioner Mamoli. Very exciting project. We know how important this parcel is in the Grove Hall community. Excited to see this moving forward. No further questions.
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you. Vote number 3 is hereby approved.
Thank you.
Vote number 4 is being presented by Alistair Lux, Project Manager 2 with PFD. This vote concerns recommended contract awards to various designers to provide house doctor consulting services for various city facilities, projects, and/or sites. Design consulting services will be performed on an as-needed basis from July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2028. The contract awards are identified on the agenda and include the supporting documents along with the contract award. The agenda identifies that there's a recommended contract price of a not to exceed of $3 million per each individual landscape architect civil engineering contract award for a 5-year period. Alistair, if you would please present your vote request, please.
Sure. Good morning, Commissioners. The following information provides an overview of the fiscal year 2024 through 2028 Design House Doctor Consulting Services Project, which is being brought before you for a vote of approval to award design services contracts to multiple firms for Category 2 landscape architecture. The city publicly advertised for professional design services through a request for qualifications process pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 7C. The advertisement was submitted to the city's Small Local Business Enterprise Office for distribution and notice on its listserv, and for publication in the City Record and the Boston Globe on January 2nd, 2023. Additionally, the advertisement appeared in the Massachusetts Secretary of State's Central Register weekly posting on January 4th, 2023. The scope of services for Category 2 landscape architecture were detailed in the request for qualifications, and the term of the fiscal year 24 through 28 House Doctor Consulting Services contract is from July 1st, 2023 to June 30th, 2028. In response to the RFQ, 4 firms submitted statements of qualifications for Category 2 of the project by the SOQ due date of February 15th, 2023. The aforementioned proposals were reviewed and discussed by a designer selection committee consisting of 3 staff members from the Public Facilities Department on April 6, 2023. Thereafter, each member evaluated and rated the SOQs using evaluation criteria stated in the published RFQ. Next, the rankings were tallied by the designer selection administrator, and the firms were shortlisted and ranked in order of appropriateness for the project, also on April 6, 2023. The ratings were based on qualifications and experience with planning and programming studies, as well as design of public and energy-efficient building projects in Massachusetts and other urban historic environments. The Designer Selection Committee recommended 4 firms for Category 2 for the fiscal year 24 through 28 House Doctor Consulting Services contract to the Director of the Public Facilities Department as a result of each firm's overall qualifications and experience with design and/or construction administration services. For the record, the following is a list of firms that were recommended for a design service contract for Category 2. BSC Group Incorporated, Niche Engineering Incorporated, Ray Dunnett's Landscape Architecture Incorporated, and Warner Larson Landscape Architects. No interviews were conducted, and the proposed contract prices are as follows. For Category 2, a $3,500,000 maximum amount per contract for a 5-year period. Thus, I'm seeking the Public Facility Commission's approval to award House Doctor Consulting Services contracts for the attached list of firms as stated above. I look forward to discussing and answering any questions you may have. Thank you for your time and review of this important matter.
No questions, Commissioner Wright?
Just a very, very high-level question here in regards to additional outreach to women businesses and minority business enterprises. Can you speak a little to that?
Sure. The advertisement was submitted to the Small and Local Business Enterprise Office, and we did receive some submissions from minority business enterprises, women business enterprises. I don't have that information in front of me today, but I'm happy to follow up with a supplemental memo with a response to that question.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you mentioned Judith Nitsch. They're at WBE, aren't they? Are they not?
Yes, I believe they are.
No further questions, Commissioner.
Can I just note, sorry to interject, Commissioner Momoli, if I can just clarify for the record for the commissioners, Alistair, did you say a contract award amount of $3,500,000?
Yes.
Because we have here on the agenda for $3 million. And I think that it was for $3 million. I just want to make sure to clarify the correct information for the commissioner's consideration.
Okay. Would it be okay if I followed up with that as well? That could be a typo on my memo.
Okay, we have it posted, just for the record, it is posted on the agenda for $3 million for a contract not to exceed. And we did read it into the record for $3 million. I am almost certain that that is the correct amount, unless there's another information provided here. But any vote that the commissioners take today on this matter will be for a contract award of $3 million only, because that is what we posted in the public record. For posting.
Sorry, just to reconfirm, it is $3 million. I
Okay.
just verified against the advertisement.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Just want to make sure I clarify the correct information for the commissioners.
With that, motion to approve?
Motion.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you. Vote number 4 is hereby approved. Vote number 5 is the remaining vote on today's PFD's agenda. This is also being presented by Alistair Lux. This concerns a recommend for contract award to various designers for design review consulting services for projects involving various architectural and/or engineering disciplines. Design review services will be performed on an as-needed basis for individual projects from July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2028. The contract awards are identified on the agenda with the supporting documents. The agenda identifies that there's a recommended contract price but not to exceed of $1 million per each individual contract award for a 5-year period. Alistair, if you please present your vote request.
Sure. Good morning, commissioners, once again. The following information provides an overview of the fiscal year 24 through 28 Design Review Consulting Services Project, which is being brought before you for a vote of approval to award design services contracts to multiple firms that are listed in Vote 5. The city publicly advertised for professional design services through a request for qualifications process pursuant to Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 7C. The advertisement was submitted to the city's Small Local Business Enterprise Office for distribution and notice on its listserv, and for publication in the City Record and Boston Globe on March 27th, 2023. Additionally, the advertisement appeared in the Massachusetts Secretary of State Central Register weekly posting on March 29th, 2023. The scope of services was detailed in the request for qualifications, and the disciplines include all of those disciplines previously mentioned in Vote 5. The term of the fiscal year 24 through 28 Design Review Consulting Services contract is from July 1st, 2023 to June 30th, 2028. In response to the RFQ, 31 firms submitted statement of qualifications for categories 1 through 16 of the project by the SOQ due date of April 12, 2023. The aforementioned proposals were reviewed and discussed by a designer selection committee consisting of 3 staff members from the Public Facilities Department on May 2nd, 2023. Thereafter, each member evaluated and rated the SOQs using evaluation criteria stated in the published RFQ. Next, the rankings were tallied by the designer selection administrator, and the firms were shortlisted and ranked in order of appropriateness for the project on May 2nd, 2023. The rankings were based on experience with similar design review projects for the applicable category, qualifications, and experience with design review on new and renovation, Chapter 149, 149A projects, and on the quality of past design review comments. The Designer Selection Committee recommended 27 firms for categories 1 through 16 for the fiscal year 24 through 28 design review consulting services contracts to the Director of the Public Facilities Department as a result of each firm's overall qualifications and experience with design review consulting services. For the record, the following are the firms that were recommended for a design services contract. In Category 1, Architecture, Beasley, Chin, and Hunderman, doing business as West Janey Engineers and Architects. WJE Engineers and Architects. Powers & Co. Incorporated, and D21 Architects, LLC. In Category 2, Green Building Technology and Sustainability, Fitzmyer & Tochi Associates, Incorporated. In Category 3, Mechanical Engineering, BLW Engineering, Incorporated, Fitzmyer & Tochi Associates, Incorporated, and RW Sullivan Engineering. In Category 4, Electrical Engineering, BLW Engineering, Incorporated, Fitzmyer & Tochi Associates, Incorporated, and RW Sullivan Engineering. In Category 5, Plumbing Engineering, BLW Engineering Incorporated, Fitzmyer Tochi Associates Incorporated, RW Sullivan Engineering. In Category 6, Fire Safety Engineering, Fitzmyer & Tochi Associates Incorporated, RW Sullivan Engineering. In Category 9, Structural Engineering, Beasley, Chin, and Hunderman, Boston Building Consultants Incorporated, AECOM USA of Massachusetts Incorporated, and AI Engineering Incorporated. In Category 10, Civil Engineering, AECOM USA of Massachusetts Incorporated. In Category 12, Commissioning, Fitzmyer & Tochi Associates Incorporated, and RW Sullivan Engineering. In Category 14, Cost Estimating and Value Engineering, Ryder Levitt Bucknall Limited, and Kevel Enterprises Incorporated. In Category 15, Building Code Review, RW Sullivan Engineering. And finally, in Category 16, Project Scheduling and Phasing, City Point Partners, LLC, and Kevel Enterprises Incorporated. No interviews were conducted, and the proposed contract prices are as follows. For categories 1 through 16, a $1 million maximum amount per contract for a 5-year period. Thus, I'm seeking the Public Facility Commission's approval to award design review consulting services contracts for the noted firms as stated in the agenda and supporting documents. I look forward to discussing and answering any questions you may have. Thank you for your time and review of this important matter.
No questions, Commissioner Wright?
No questions, Commissioner Mamoli.
Motion to approve.
Approved.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you. Vote number 5 is hereby approved. This concludes PFD's agenda for today's meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn this portion of the meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Approved.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you. There'll be a